believe God got to deal with you if you are a person going through some problems. I mean, know y'all going through something. Don't jump up quick, but I want you to understand something. You're going to have to go through something. But God said this is the test to bring the testimony. Because that word mean, you know, you thank the Lord Jesus for life, for sure, thank you for the breath of my body, and the active use of my limbs. It meant that I went through a test, and I had a moaning or a harmony or a song, and I praised about my test. It meant, and I went through some hell, but I got to praise about what God brought me from. Thank you for letting me walk. Thank you for letting me breathe. But when I was out there, going through a swelling of joy, when I was getting shook up, and the cats was leaving me, and the snake left me, and my house was in foreclosure, and I was fussing and arguing, and I was lying and snatching, and I was running to everybody else's house. I loved God because it took a time long enough for me. I got tired of being rattled. I got tired of being abused. But the devil is a murderer, and he's accused of conspiracy to murder. But I thank God that when he was shaking me up, I looked up. I didn't look down. I looked to the side. I looked to the preacher. I looked at the audience. I looked up because I know my help. Sometimes I think God causes us. God uses us. I wrote a Sabbath school lesson, and God uses us as control devices. God uses us as world overcomers. For the Bible says that if thou enemy hunger, feed him, and if he's thirsty, give him to drink. And in doing so, you're heaping lumps of coal on his head. So God was letting me know that we take it easy, because we will come at the situation. But we got to take control. That's why one of my favorite scriptures personally is that from the days of John the Baptist even to right now, the kingdom of heaven suffers or pushes or presses or is campaigning violence, and the violent take it by force. The reason I love it so much is because I know that when they said take it by force, it don't mean push nobody and fight nobody. It means get violent with the enemy. It means get violent with the fire. I get violent with the fire when I show my enemy love. I get violent with the fire when the devil come at me and I'm fasting and praying and offering up supplication, and somebody cuss me out, and I don't got preaching some bishop. I'm talking about preachers with 10,000 members. Preaching, you can cuss. Preaching, you can act crazy. Preaching, you can sleep with folk. Preaching all that kind of mess. Talking about on TV, you can cuss. We know y'all cuss, and you act like you say, no, they ain't saved. The reason they ain't saved is because the kingdom of heaven ain't stopped by your front door, because you gotta take that demon by charge with love. You gotta take that situation by charge with love. I remember, I'm gonna calm down and I'm gonna take my seat, because I know I told you about 30 minutes ago I was gonna sit down. I want you to understand something, people of God. That when I saw the situation as it was in the house of God, I got worried. I know I'm young in the gospel, and I know that I'm a young preacher, but God comforted me. That's why I was able to receive such a message, because he comforted me one-on-one, and he let me know that this is an opportunity, an open door for more revelation. It's an opportunity and a door for more signs. God is not going to just use you. I was looking on the internet at all these Sabbath churches, and I was looking on the internet at all these people and all these big Sabbath churches that just know these famous people, and I mean they come down and they just Sabbath, they love the walls and they do this and that. But I noticed something when I read about what they believed. None of them got in depth about prayer, because what happens is the enemy knows that he ain't worried about the Baptist church. He gonna come into the church that say they know the truth. That's how people can say, just keep the laws and live. Because all they saying is, I found a way to have a relationship with God and sin. That's all they're saying. I found a relationship with God and I found a way to God where I can just act crazy, sin, be in iniquity, and just keep the laws and live. That's how people can say, I don't believe in Jesus, because I know if I follow God, then I have to really get saved. Yeah, that's why people preaching that foolishness, because they're not in the name. Some people and they claim and they say that they're not in the name, they just using the name. And the thing about a use